Chapter 19. Memory Circles. Shared witness without demands. A memory circle is not something you prepare for. There is no need to bring a carefully chosen story, no expectation to dress in a particular way, no plan for what you will say. You may choose to say nothing at all. Its purpose is not to resolve what you carry, not to present yourself in a certain light, but to sit alongside others in a shared space of witness. When you step into a memory circle, you enter a place where your experience is recognized simply because it exists. Whether what you hold is clear or fragmented, joyful or heavy, it belongs here. There is no pressure to make sense of it, no demand to explain. In the Ghosts movement, these circles are shaped as places of mutual respect, where silence is as welcome as words. They are not therapy, not a forum for debate, not a stage to be occupied. They are gatherings where memory, in all its forms, is allowed to rest in the centre, sometimes spoken aloud, sometimes kept quietly within. Crossing the threshold into such a space means agreeing to witness without judgment and to be witnessed without demand, creating a way of being together that honours presence even when no words are shared. The arrangement is simple but deliberate. People sit together, often forming a physical circle, with the shared understanding that memory will be acknowledged here. There is no leader in the usual sense, though someone may keep time and hold the edges of the gathering. The core intention is that each person's presence is enough, without needing to offer or receive more than that. Consent lies at the heart of the circle, the choice to speak, to remain silent, or to share without words. You might bring an object linked to a memory, light a candle, or simply sit and feel the atmosphere of the group. No one way of being there is valued above another. In the Ghost movement, memory circles reflect the belief that memory is a living presence. When people gather in such a place, they do not try to change or interpret what they hold. Instead, they make space for it to exist exactly as it is. This removes the pressure to turn loss, joy, or uncertainty into a neat account. The strength of these circles lies in their reciprocity. You are there both to witness and to be witnessed, yet there is no exchange to complete. Your experience is not reduced in importance if you choose silence, and you are never expected to respond to what another person offers. This allows boundaries to be respected while connection remains possible. At their core, memory circles are a way of saying, what you carry matters, and it does not need to be justified to be real. The effect of a memory circle often lasts well beyond the moment of leaving. Sitting in shared presence, whether speaking or not, creates a sense that memory has a place in the world. This can remain in the body, the breath, and the way we meet our own histories afterwards. Being part of such a gathering may alter how you inhabit space. You might notice your posture loosening around others, your breathing slowing, your gaze meeting and holding without strain. The circle brings everyone to the same level, removing hierarchy, allowing each voice and each silence to hold equal weight. The sensory details of a circle tend to stay with you, the warmth of those nearby, the texture of an object passed from hand to hand, the tremor or steadiness in a voice. Even the quiet has its own texture, a presence felt almost as if it could be touched. Feelings in a memory circle do not need to rise quickly or find resolution. They surface at their own pace, sometimes barely emerging, sometimes spilling over, but without urgency. You may leave with a sense of being less alone, even if you spoke no words. Often, the feeling stirred will return later unexpectedly, in the turn of a familiar street, in the steam above a sink of dishes, or in the restless dark before sleep. Knowing that a space exists where your memories, whole or in fragments, voiced or unspoken, will be received with care, can make it easier to live with them. It can also open the possibility of holding space for others in the same way. Although a memory circle may be an arranged gathering, its principles can live in ordinary days. The same qualities that give the circle its depth, consent, equality, and the absence of demand can shape our encounters with others. You might form a circle, making clear that there is no obligation to speak, no requirement for a complete story, no expectation of resolution. You might practice holding space without stepping in to fix or analyze, resisting the pull to make meaning on someone else's behalf. You might guard consent carefully, asking before touching an object, avoiding questions that press beyond what has been freely given, listening for the limits people express in words, movement, or stillness. These ways of being can be woven into the fabric of everyday life. Giving a friend your full attention without glancing at a phone, letting a colleague share a quiet moment without filling it with talk, listening to a family member without steering their story toward a tidy end. In time, the habit of shared witness can shift how communities move. A family meal can hold the quality of a circle when everyone feels able to speak or to keep their silence. A workplace can acknowledge memory in a thoughtful way during anniversaries or times of loss. The formal shape of a circle is less important than the spirit that shapes it. When you walk away from a memory circle, you carry more than the moments you shared. You carry the knowledge that it is possible to be with others without trying to change them, and to be seen without having to justify yourself. That knowledge can find its way into the patience you offer, the quiet you allow before you reply, and the trust that some truths do not need to be spoken to be real. In time, you may come to see the wider world as a series of potential circles, places where people gather with their own histories, joined by a shared present, whether in words or in stillness. From here, we turn toward the meeting point between solitude and community, where connection can be felt even without speaking, and where the quiet within us can remain alive in the presence of others.